In a world where everyone is telling their own stories, you need to tell your own or else no one will. And by any chance if they do, it's not done as it is. Meet two ladies who are willing to tell their own stories but their sexual orientation hinders them.
Hello, my pretties. Mudhoni ni mimi. I am a queer artist from Kenya working as a visual, performing, and recording artist. I am also the co-founder of the Hippie Circle, a community of artists which hopes to create an environment where artists can come together and feel free to express themselves artistically and tell their stories through art and through community.
Hello, I'm a cis queer woman based in Nairobi, Kenya, specifically Dandora. I'm an artist, I'm an actress, and I also do bead art. I'm also involved in catering business. I'm the founder of an organization called Mirror Arts. It's an organization stroke production.
It is not by surprise that Ryan, who have been in the activism space for over 5 years and also started the social justice theatre team, founded Mirror Art Productions, which offers mentorship, psychosocial therapy, creating social and economic support, and also a safe space for the queer artist. But their main activities is theatre that advocates for human rights. They tell us how it is like to live in Kenya as a queer person.
And living in a country where my existence is a crime and a non-issue at the same time, it really falls, I feel, on me as an artist to tell our stories as best as I can through my work. And so I try as much as I can to make sure that these stories get out there. And that's what we were trying to do with
Midnight Musings, a play that happened on the 19th of February 2022 at the Kenya National Theatre, Ukumbi Mdogo. The play was about love, and not just love between partners, but mostly self-love. It had encouraging feedback from the audience like, "Please showcase it for another week for those who will not be able to attend this one," and Midnight Musings, a beautiful moment of the weekend, a memory for the books this one. Queer humans writing and playing queer plays is an absolute joy to watch. However, the joy was short-lived when they have planned to showcase a play after every 2 months met a dead end.
So this time we were to stage a performance dubbed Between Self and I. It was a performance that was to handle matters concerning myths around bisexuals and challenges faced by bisexuals.
So the thing that as a queer artist, one of the things that I feel is lacking, especially in this country, is that barely anybody is telling our stories, and those that do are telling it from a perspective or a point of view outside the community. Those in the community that want to tell it are not allowed to. You know, you find that you're denied venues to tell your stories, whether that's as a play or a poem or whatever. And it's not just the queer artists, it's queer artists and their allies.
And this is exactly what happened with their second play, Between Self and I.
And so you find that people are very prone to denying you opportunities that would otherwise be given to you for free, that you should otherwise get just because you exist.
Well, okay, what's up? I was like, so rehearsing space, what's really happening and all that. And they're like, oh, some things came up. For a booking to be effective, one has to bring their script, has to bring their poster, and has to bring the list of their cast members. And I was like, oh, okay. But then that could be, you know. But then also our poster has all these, and was like, what they told me was, But then if at all what you're gonna stage is about what you staged last time, then it will be very tricky. And I was like, how so? Because they will not allow you. They will not allow you to stage, and there's no need of me giving you the rehearsing space, and you will not be allowed to stage it here. It will just disorient you the last minute. Also, that's when I got the news that they pulled the venue away from the Kaz Lucas show performance, which was to be between Sex Lives of African Women, and they were like, yeah, we got this call that was directly from State House telling us that we should not give Kaz Lucas the space. And I was like, oh. And since also you the type of performance you're having, it's kinda having the queer content, and also your cast members and all that, then you will not manage to. So yeah, I was told this by word of mouth. It was not written or via email, because we had not even paid for the deposit for the space. So I was like, okay, so thank you. And so I met with my team. I waited for my team just outside there, where they usually hold the Pearl Live session. And we met. I gave them the news, and I was like, so we are supposed to go. I'm supposed to go hunt for a venue today. That's what happened with between Self and I, of which we have not yet staged it. We are trying to find resources on how we are supposed to stage it somewhere else.
And just a few days before the show, I got a call, and we'd lost the venue that we had booked at the National Theatre, I guess. So we had to find something else, and that kind of spiraled. And we ended up having to cancel the show or postpone it to a later date until we find something that can help. What I really hope to see is more queer stories being told by queer people in films and in plays, that we will be able to express ourselves, and we'll be able to get the venues that we need, the support that we need from family, friends, and the society, the community, the government, so that we can... queer people are people.
If freedom of expression is a right to all Kenyans, why is it left out when it comes to the queer people? Karanja Wangoi, the left out rights.